That sound. It could be a text from a friend, or it could be an app you downloaded years ago, pinging a server and sharing your location. You don't see it, but a digital paper trail of your life is being created, second by second. Welcome to We the People Rediscovered. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ben. And that invisible paper trail, that is the focus of our investigation today.
Right.
We're digging into the Fourth Amendment, a right forged in the fire of revolution that is now facing a crisis the founders, well, they never could have imagined.
Wow.
We're calling this case the paper trail.
So, Ben, let's start at the dig site, the original text. What exactly does the Fourth Amendment say?
It's a powerful declaration.
Okay.
It establishes the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. And crucially, it says no warrants can be issued without probable cause.
Right.
And without particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized.
That word particularly seems really, really important.
Yeah.
It sounds like they were trying to stop a very specific problem. So what was the crime the Fourth Amendment was designed to solve?
The crime was a legal monstrosity known as the writs of assistance.
Intriguing.
These writs were a general, open-ended search warrant, no expiration date, allowing them to search anyone, anywhere, at any time, for anything.
So it wasn't about justice at all. It was just a tool of intimidation and control.
Completely. And in 1761, a Boston lawyer, a guy named James Otis, stood up against them in court.
Okay.
A young John Adams was actually in the audience, and he later wrote that Otis's argument was a flame of fire.
Yeah?
He said, on that day, the child independence was born.
Wow. So the American Revolution, in a way, it began as a protest over the right to privacy.
Right.
A protest against unreasonable search and seizure.
In many ways, yes. The Fourth Amendment was forged specifically to kill the general warrant.
Right.
It forces the government to be specific. They can't just go on a fishing expedition through your life.
Okay.
They need a target, a reason, and a judge's permission.
That's a powerful protection for the physical world of 1791. But what about our world, Ben?
Yeah.
The phone in my pocket holds more private papers and effects than a whole colonial village combined. How does the Fourth Amendment protect my digital life?
And that is the constitutional crisis of our time.
Right.
The core problem lies in a legal concept called the third-party doctrine. It is going from you have the incriminating phone records and you know that the person was near the scene of the crime to now we have this big database, let's find out this person's whereabouts. The argument, it goes like this. If you voluntarily give your information to a third party, your cell provider, Google, your bank, then you've surrendered your reasonable expectation of privacy.
That feels like a huge loophole.
It is.
I'm not voluntarily giving it up in a meaningful way. I'm just living in the modern world.
Exactly.
I need to use Google Maps. I need a cell phone. So are you saying my data might not be protected at all?
For a long time, that was the prevailing view.
Oh, wow.
The law simply hadn't caught up. But the ground is shifting.
Okay.
In a landmark 2018 case, Carpenter versus United States, the Supreme Court decided police needed a warrant to get long-term cell phone location data. They recognized that your phone's data trail is so deeply personal, it's fundamentally different.
So the court is beginning to see our phones not as simple devices, but as what they are.
Yes.
Our homes, our diaries, our very minds.
Exactly.
The principle James Otis fought for, that the government can't just rummage through your life without a specific cause, is being relitigated right now.
Wow.
The original crime scene was a merchant's home being torn apart.
Right.
The modern crime scene is a server farm in another state holding the data trail of millions. So this constitutional archaeology dig isn't over. The site is still active.
It's more active than ever. The Fourth Amendment was written to protect us from the intrusions of a king.
Yeah.
It's our job now, as citizens, to make sure its principles protect us from the intrusions of code.
Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. The founders created the Fourth Amendment to protect their physical letters and homes from a prying government. Today, many of us voluntarily carry a device that tracks our location, our conversations, our most private thoughts. If they could see that, do you think the founders would be more horrified by the power of modern government surveillance, or by how much privacy we've willingly given away?